Diogo Jota's wife collapses at funeral, screams, "My husband was murdered, uncover the truth." In a scene more gripping than any thriller, chaos erupted at the funeral of football star Diogo Jota when his wife, Maria Inês, collapsed in front of mourners and shouted a chilling accusation, "He didn't die by accident, my husband was murdered." The shocking moment, which occurred during what was expected to be a solemn farewell, left attendees stunned and murmuring in disbelief. The 27-year-old forward, known for his brilliance on the field and his quiet demeanor off it, was laid to rest in Porto, Portugal, surrounded by friends, family, teammates, and football legends. But it was his wife's anguished outcry that overshadowed even the silence of grief. A funeral turned horror. As priests began reciting the final rites, Maria Inês reportedly clutched her chest, fell to her knees beside the casket, and began sobbing uncontrollably. Then came the scream that no one saw coming. "She screamed so loud, people froze," said one witness who requested anonymity. "She shouted, 'He was healthy, he was strong. This wasn't an accident. Someone killed him.'" Security and family members rushed to her side as she fainted, and paramedics quickly carried her away. But the damage was done, a seed of doubt had been planted, and the whispers haven't stopped since. Suspicion, secrets, and silence. Jota's death had already raised eyebrows among fans and media. Originally reported as a sudden cardiac event during a private retreat, the lack of detail surrounding the circumstances only fueled online speculation. Why was he at an undisclosed location? One user posted on X, formerly Twitter. Why hasn't the autopsy been made public? Sources close to the family say Jota had recently received threats. A teammate, who refused to be named, confirmed that Jota had been worried in recent weeks and had mentioned hiring private security. "He told me, 'There are things going on I don't understand. If something happens to me, look into it,'" the teammate reportedly said. Now, in light of Maria's public breakdown, those cryptic words carry terrifying weight. The official story under fire. The Portuguese Football Federation, FPF, released a short statement following Jota's death, expressing condolences and declaring a national day of mourning. However, they have yet to respond to questions about a possible investigation. Police have not issued a formal statement regarding foul play, but pressure is mounting. With the world watching, and conspiracy theories spreading like wildfire, law enforcement may soon be forced to reopen the case. Jota's agent, Paulo Silva, addressed the media briefly outside the funeral home. "We are devastated. The family needs peace, not rumors. But if there are legitimate concerns, we trust the proper authorities will act." But critics say silence is complicity. Built on love and loyalty. Maria Inês and Diogo Jota had been together since high school. By all accounts, their marriage was one of the few love stories in football untouched by scandal or gossip. Friends described Maria as his anchor, while Jota often credited her with keeping him grounded amidst the chaos of professional sports. They share a young son, just 3 years old, who was not present at the funeral. "Diogo lived for his family," said longtime friend and former coach Miguel Campos. "He wasn't flashy. He didn't party. He trained, he played, and he went home." Which is exactly why his death feels off, said many fans online. How does a perfectly healthy athlete just drop dead, with no warning and no explanation? Asked one popular football commentator during a viral livestream. And now his wife is screaming murder at the funeral? This isn't over. Friends and teammates react. Several Liverpool and Portuguese national team players attended the funeral, visibly shaken. João Cancelo was seen crying into the shoulder of Ruben Neves. Cristiano Ronaldo, who arrived quietly and left before media attention intensified, reportedly visited the family privately. In a rare public comment, Ronaldo posted on Instagram, "There are no words. Diogo was not just a teammate, he was a brother. We will not rest until we understand why he is gone." That message alone sent social media into a frenzy. Was Ronaldo hinting at a cover-up? Demands for justice. Within hours of the funeral, a petition titled "Justice for Diogo Jota" gathered over 1 million signatures. Fans across Europe, especially in Portugal and the UK, are demanding a formal inquiry into Jota's death. His wife's scream was not a breakdown. It was a cry for help, wrote one fan. She knows something. She's terrified. We can't ignore that. Several independent journalists and podcasters have already begun digging into Jota's final days, uncovering rumors of tension with a powerful figure in football management and possible off-field conflicts that could have spiraled into violence. What comes next? Maria Inez has not spoken publicly since the funeral. Family friends say she is recovering in a private hospital, under observation for both physical and emotional trauma. A statement released by her lawyer reads, Mrs. Inez Jota stands by her words. She believes her husband's death was not due to natural causes. She is prepared to cooperate fully with authorities and calls on the public to support transparency and truth. For now, the world waits and watches. Was it a tragic natural death, or the darkest cover-up football has ever seen? One thing is clear, this story is far from over.